Happy Halloween! Happy October! Did we have a good birthday? What are we doing for Halloween? Are we dressing up? Going out? Giving candy to the kiddos? Let me know. Please surround us with the warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Virgo and all those who love Virgo. Too much. Too much. Nope. Actually, sorry. We've been having two oracle cards come out. And it's too much. One is enough. Let's take this one. I'm interested to see what's going on. I'm a Virgo moon. I like having a Virgo moon. Because we perfect. Where are we? Where are Virgos and what crosses them? What's above them? What's behind them? What's beneath them? What's ahead of them? For Virgo and all those who love Virgo, please surround us with the warm, light, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Virgo and all those who love Virgo. For Virgo and all those who love Virgo. One more shuffle. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Imps reversed. The Six of Imps is the Six of Wands in this deck. And it talks about victory and recognition. So you might be feeling unappreciated. You might be feeling like you are not like winning at this time, right? It's a winning card, a victory card. But let's keep it moving. We have Zombie, and Zombie is... I'm sorry for the noise. We're getting renovations, and I tried to do it when I tried to do these readings at a time when they weren't banging around, but looks like that's not going to happen. Hope you can't hear it. But Zombie is about control. It's a kind of a strange message, so I want to read from the book. I had someone say that I didn't know how to read tarot because I was reading from the book, but these are oracle cards, and this is a new oracle deck, so stop. You wouldn't say that to me, would you, Virgo? Okay, Zombie control says, the dead arise, voices a mumbling. After our brains, our screams are a tumbling. Let me get to the good stuff. Traditionally, zombies are mainly associated with the African and Haitian voodoo cultures. Zombies are said to be dead bodies reanimated by incantations chanted by a learned practitioner called a bokor. And they are usually enlivened for a purpose. The practitioner is said to capture part of a living soul to animate the body, and that it is always a temporary action as the soul cannot be contained in the decomposing body for long, or God will take the soul back. Okay. One of the most frightening aspects of the idea of zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness, being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding but someone else's. Another is the idea of being buried alive, the fate of some, it is said, who get trapped in already dead bodies. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Virgos are all about control, right? My little control freaks. Do you choose partners who are not your equals so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? When I say changed, Virgos like to course correct a lot too, right? So, sort of like making the perfect partner. I would not be surprised if the Emperor shows up here. The Emperor shows Frankenstein's monster, and I got the same message for, who was it? Sagittarius? Can't remember. Anywho, let's move along. Or do you allow that to happen to you? So do you allow others to be manipulated by you so that they can change you? Probably not. I don't see that. I don't see Virgos doing that. If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change that. Okay, so let's get into it. We have the Two of Imps reversed, crossed by the Four of Bats. So you're in a resting period right now because there's not really a clear plan and the future is really uncertain right now. So I think you are in a place of letting go of control and not putting plans into motion. The Two of Imps is about the imps are wands. So the Ace of Wands is about having an idea, having a spark, having a new passion, and then the Two of Wands is about putting that passion into action. I find it a little interesting in this deck. I think they're so cute, little demons. It's like two conflicting ideas, like two siblings almost, right? Like Tweedledee and Tweedledum like fighting, and then you have this higher force, kind of like God. I don't know what it's supposed to be, like Halloween-wise, but it's kind of like the divine force, like pulling these people apart because they can't agree on anything. So you may find yourself in disagreement with someone, and as a result, you can't put plans into motion. Like, you may be in a partnership where the two of you have two very different ideas of what direction you want to go at this time. And so you guys, like, the future is very nebulous right now because you guys don't know what you want, don't know what's best for the relationship, and so you're just taking it day by day. But I do see that you could be separated from a partner. You could be separated from a loved one. Was this reversed? I cannot remember. Was it like this? Or did it start like this? You could be separated from your partner, but if this was reversed, it's saying you should give it a rest. You should just chill and take it easy, read a book, get out in the garden, watch TV, and not really, like, think about these plans, right? Release your control. Let's see what's in your thoughts. We have the Seven of Imps. So you could be a little defensive. I'm trying to stand up for, like, your side of the story. Like I said, these two people have conflicting ideas, right? So, you know, you have your own opinion on what direction this should go, and the other person you're dealing with has their own opinion. And this could be a relationship, this can be work, this can be friendship, family. Life is very nuanced, so don't take it as just a love reading. But in any case, in your thoughts, you're defending your beliefs, and you're kind of, you might be feeling like, why wouldn't they want to, you know, do this, right? Like, my way is the only way, and if they have a differing opinion, then, you know, I'm hearing that must mean they don't love me. But that's not necessarily the case. It's just, I feel like there's a recalibrating that's taking place, and with all parties, and plans just aren't very fruitful right now, right? The best laid plans are kind of gone to the toilet. But here we see all these little devils. They're so cute. It's kind of like, well, I kind of get the sense of they're going up to this haunted house. At first I wanted to say trick-or-treating, like upside down I felt like trick-or-treating, but now it's like, I feel like they're like pitchfork crowd, right? Going up like, what was it? Edward Scissorhands? Kind of like the nosy neighbors of the neighborhood who are going up to the house, butting into to everyone's business and thinking they know best, right? So you might have like a group of people who you have to defend yourself against, and they want to go in one direction and you want to go into another. But also this could be like societal expectations that you feel like you have to defend. Like, let's say you are separated from your partner. We have the Four of Swords right here. And you guys are still in love. You guys still talk to each other. You guys still see a future with each other, but you're just taking some time to yourself. Society might say something like, well, that means that there's trouble in paradise. Y'all are going to break up. And so you could get like a little defensive, trying to defend this stage in your life. Or let's say, you know, you are taking a break and being single, and you have people balking in your ear saying, when are you going to get married? You're not getting any younger. You need to have kids. Stuff like that, right? So I feel like you're having to defend yourself against a societal expectation, a societal norm, and what others expect of you. Hate that. In the past, you had your wishes come true. You had a really good, like, fat and happy past. Looks like a little voodoo man. Papa Legba. Papa Legba. Coming up in the gate. But we have the Nine of Ghosts. It's the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card about being fully present in the moment. And so, whenever we're fully present in the moment, whenever we enjoy that good food, that good wine, good friends, good music, happiness, all of that, then we are on a vibration to where we can bring our wishes into being, right? So that it's like we become a magnet, right? We vibrate on a frequency that just kind of pulls everything in. I had a thought. I was thinking of the Neil Gaiman, it's a movie too, Stardust. It was with Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert De Niro, Claire Danes, and it talks about a star that fell from Earth. The star is a woman, and she got knocked like out of her home, and the boy she liked some other girl. So her light, like her starlight, was very dim, right? So I feel like maybe at one point you shined really brightly and now you're a little dim, right? Like maybe you were in a partnership where your wishes came true, right? And you were at your brightest and your best and your happiest, and now like something has taken away that light, for better or for worse, but it doesn't mean you can't get that light back. So don't give up hope, Virgo. Let's see what's in your foundation. I told you! Oh my god! I love tarot. Oh my gosh, I told you the Emperor was gonna come up. Okay, so so Frankenstein's monster is a lot like a zombie, right? This is someone who has been put together by different people, by different men, right? It's not one man, it's the head of one man and then the torso of another man and the hands of another man and all of that. And so this is a monster that was created by a man to mimic a man, but isn't actually a full man. And I zone in on this beaker with the brain inside, and we have flowers up here. So this is growing like mental, I want to say stamina, growing mental stamina. And you could also be dealing with an Aries. The Emperor is a card about divine masculinity. It's a card about the divine masculine is in control. He is focused. He is driven. He is the protector, the provider. He loves his family, and so he makes sure that they are well provided for, they are well protected, and that they know they're loved, right? And he would do anything to, like, he puts them first, right? And he has to be in control and in command to make sure that his loved ones are happy. The divine masculine is someone who has a lot of confidence, who's someone who he knows what you want and he's gonna give it to you, girl. He's like a sexy daddy, ultimate husband, ultimate father. So someone in authority, someone in control. If you are a male, then this can speak about your masculinity. If you are a female, then this can speak about a man in your life or your own masculinity, because we each have feminine and masculine qualities. Whenever it's reversed, this can speak of toxic masculinity. It can speak of being too controlling, misogynistic, sort of this cutthroat attitude. The Emperor is ruled by Aries, and Aries is very competitive, right? So it's like win at all costs so I can provide for my loved ones, right? But it's not, I also want to say that there's a meme or sort of like an internet saying, where it's like, it shows 2 pictures. One is, this is what a boss looks like, and this is what a leader looks like. And the boss is someone who just sits on his throne and like bosses people around. But a leader is someone who gets in there and helps with the job, right? And I feel like for a lot of Virgos, they're the person who gets in there, helps with the job. Not all of you may necessarily be leaders, but you are workers. Having it in this position, I get the sense that maybe there are some things, again, we're talking about control, right? And this is a controlling person. So, controlling outcomes. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I didn't turn on your lights, Virgo. Oh, I don't want the blue ones. There we go. Leader, boss. I get the sense that maybe you feel like bossed and controlled by these societal expectations, right? Like you feel like society basically is sitting up on their throne being like, you should do this, and that. And you want to deviate and be in control of your own life, right? But I feel like there is an element of artificial control on someone's part, either your part, societal people's part, or your partner's part. But let me know how that plays out, Virgo. I feel like I want to say more about the Emperor, but let's keep it moving and maybe I'll come back. We have the Sun reversed as the outcome. The Sun reversed is... The Sun is never a horrible card. The Sun is the best card in the tarot. It talks about happiness, children, joy, abundance. You could be dealing with a Leo. So we have Aries, Leo. But the Sun is... it can be a card about self-esteem, right? Whenever the Sun is upright, then this is us at our best. Virgo at its best. This is... you, right? This was when you were, you shined your brightest, right? And right now, you might not be shining your brightest because the Sun is reversed. So it's kind of like a partly cloudy energy, right? There could be a little ding in confidence, a little minor setback. If you cut me off, okay. My phone paused, so I was about to go ham because... I'm already changing my video recording process with all this remodeling stuff, and don't make me go off on you. Okay, so the Sun, if any of you have ever played Plants vs. Zombies, this reminds me of that. It's a silly little computer game where you have to plant stuff in your front yard to keep the zombies out. And it has flowers that block, like the zombies roll through and they eat your flowers. And you can plant squash. It looks like these are like eggplant or something. But you can plant squash and it'll stomp on the zombies whenever they come in. And I see these skulls like zombie-ish, right? So the Sun reversed. You know, I got on this Plants vs. Zombies tangent. In that game, you have to prepare, right? You have to prepare for the zombies to come. You have to grow your plants before they get there so that you can block your house. They don't come in and invade your family. So I feel like your preparedness is going to help. Virgos are really good about that, right? About preparing. Your preparedness, planting the seeds now to set you up later for when your star... Whoa! For when your star does shine bright again. I think that's where we're headed. So things might look just a little gloomy right now. I mean, I think you know that it's temporary. I think you know that there's good stuff on the horizon, and that I think you know where your happiness is, where your happiness lies, right? It's just not in full focus right now. And I think now is a time of preparation, a time of getting other ducks in a row, getting other stuff under control, right? Other stuff in your life situated so that whenever you reunite with someone, or whenever someone comes into your life again, then you can be your best self, right? Let me know if that resonated, Virgo. I love you very, very much, and I will see you next time. Happy Halloween. Bye.